The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Back into it, back at it. If you're here, then we are too. That's The Local Show with Tom and Steve. Steve, tell me a little bit about Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. What about them? Are they still doing workshops?
They don't have a workshop right now. They have some in Watertown coming up. But right now, I'm working on my own stuff, Tom. I'm finalizing my own things.
Good.
And there's certain things that are important. I'm not getting any younger.
I'd like your colored pencil collection.
You can have it now,
Thank you.
Tom.
All right.
You can have it now. And the microphone I broke. But if you haven't made a plan, make a plan. If you're not protected against long-term care, put the paperwork together. Put a plan together. Talk to John over at Safe Harbor Wills and Trust. 370-9977. 370-9977. Yes, it's the weekend. Leave up a message. Do what you're supposed to do. You know you've been talking about it.
SafeHarborWillsandTrusts.com. Yep. It's our pleasure to bring a couple of new people onto the show. It's Dave Pettitt along with Jessica Pensabene, the founder and president of Elevattitt and the senior account manager, respectively. How are you guys today?
We're very well, thanks.
Good. So the elevator, I'm assuming this is elevator business,
yes,
It
right?
is.
Yes. There's no ups and down puns, Tom. Just don't go there.
Yes, it has its ups and downs.
Yeah, he can help himself.
Ups and downs.
But, elevators, I guess they're everywhere. You don't really realize it until you start walking into buildings. And, I don't know that we realize it as much in Syracuse as you would in Chicago or New York or something like that. How do you get into that business? Why would you start a business like this?
Well, I worked for Otis prior to this, and they're the largest elevator.
Are they the
company.
largest? Okay.
Yeah. So they would develop the safety, how instead of the ropes breaking and the elevator plummeting to the earth, they figured out how to make it so that you were
just
safe.
gave a whole bunch of listeners dreams. Good, bad dreams.
So that doesn't typically happen anymore? Are the elevators relatively safe?
Very safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
My wife is really afraid of elevators, actually.
Yeah. There are a lot of people that are, but they're probably one of the safest way to travel.
Yeah, interesting.
Tom doesn't like airplanes either. Can you help with that?
And it's funny. I'm okay with elevators. I always figure I can get out the escape hatch or something.
If it breaks just at the end before it hits the bottom, jump. That's
Bugs Bunny, yeah.
Oh, God.
Going down, sir, right this way. Step in, going down.
I'll tell you what. Now, what brings a young lady like you into the elevator business?
I like people. I like a challenge. And I really just like to help people. And that's kind of what we do.
So who would you? You're the account manager. Mm-hmm. Who would you get as an account? For
anyone
elevators?
That has an elevator.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So that
we cover school districts, apartment buildings,
department stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's an elevator in this business. I don't know who did it, and it doesn't matter to me because I don't pay for the elevator, right? But elevators also break, don't they?
They do.
So is that an opportunity? I mean, do you guys repair them or just sell them, or what's the scope of your business?
We're a full-service elevator company. We have new equipment, modernizations, repairs, and service contracts. We actually take care of this elevator.
Well, there we go.
Okay. Would you put an elevator in someone's home?
We can. We don't particularly care to.
Okay.
Most of our business is commercial.
It's commercial. Okay. And what's your footprint? Like, who do you?
We cover Watertown area. We have stuff as far up as Messina, Ogdensburg, down to Binghamton, all the way out to Albany,
Rochester.
So it's all in state though, Central New York. Yeah.
Correct.
Do you need to go out of state to find more business, or you got plenty now?
We have plenty right now. We did a job down in Pennsylvania, so there at some point we'll probably explore that again.
Right.
So if it's farther away, it's probably less profitable, a little more work.
Not always.
No,
not always. You can get, you estimate in your time that you're going to be away. So
why would there's a whole bunch of elevator companies, names that I remember from history. Mm-hmm. How is there room in the space for you to step in and say, hey, we do it too?
I do it a little better than what everybody used to do. The business has changed dramatically, and I went into it thinking I can do this better, and I have so far. It's grown tremendously.
How better? How?
Customer service, offering good customer service. And when people call, we actually answer the phone and make sure that their issue is taken care of, and they know that they have somebody they can call and make sure they're good with what it is that they need.
I literally had a customer call me at 6:45 this morning.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay, so when an elevator breaks, like I typically take the stairs, except when the dog is with me. The dog prefers the elevator. At 15 years old, we walk in the building. She walks over and stands at the elevator. Okay, so if an elevator breaks, business stops, right? And commerce stops, and people are physically hurt by that. Is that fair?
That's fair.
In some cases, yeah. Depends on the building.
Right. So how is it that you can fix it, be there quicker than some of these companies that are huge and been around forever?
Different business model.
Okay. Based more on service?
Exactly.
Okay.
Customer service, reaction time, things of that nature. Like she said, she got a call at 6:45 this morning. We get calls at all hours of the night.
Right.
We make sure that we respond, and we have people on call. And everybody does, but, sometimes people don't want to pick up.
Somebody pick up.
How many people do you have working for you?
22.
And when someone gets trained on elevators, I don't believe that there's an elevator school, is there?
Oh, yeah. This will be easy. So just rearrange the buttons and stuff.
Yeah. Like when he presses door closed, the door's open, or he presses lobby, it goes to the third floor, stuff like that. Can you do that?
Yeah. Let me take a look at the circus board.
There is.
Really?
Yeah, there's CE2 training through NAEC.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a 4-year program.
And then do you have your own training as well?
We do have our own training program. Yeah, we do. We're certified through NAEC. So.
Let's dispel some of the myths, because people like my wife do get afraid of the modern elevator. Tell us how things have changed and some of the safety protocols that are involved so that people know that they're completely safe on an elevator.
That's the safety part of it has been pretty much the same since the beginning of time. They add a bunch of different things every once in a while, like rope grippers have changed, so inadvertent motion. Like in a traction car, if it's going up and it's going too fast or whatever, the rope grip will set and it'll stop the car, and somebody will have to come and let them out. But for the most part, it's been the same, and it's the same safety programs forever. What you see in the movies is not what happens in real life. So,
no.
Yeah.
So you had me at let them out. That may be, it was very smooth until you said, there's a problem, it stops it. So what you're talking about is people are actually stuck, and that's every elevator, that's everywhere. That's just the law and the rules. So now it's stuck. You hit that button that you never want to hit that says emergency, help me.
Call, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who comes and gets them out?
We are stuck. Hank, can you hear us? Oh my God. Okay, emergency protocol.
Just calm down.
Pam, try and pry open those front doors immediately.
I don't.
Use your talons.
One of our techs.
Okay.
Or, one of our techs.
And that's a safety thing. So actually, if it stopped, that's a safe thing. That isn't a bad thing.
It's a very good thing. It's a mechanical device. It goes up and down. And if there's something that happens, it'll stop for a particular reason. Sometimes it can reset itself and it'll go. Other times it has to have somebody come and take a look at it and get you out.
So if somebody has an elevator, lots of buildings have elevators, and they maybe were with a national company or whatever it was, and they want to change, are they on contract to stay with the company that built it or put it in forever, or can they switch and maybe get somebody that's more responsive like you guys?
They can switch. Most times they're under a term contract, and once the term is up, they can get with us and we can look at the elevator and let them know how we can help them.
Okay. And maybe they would consider you guys because of the things you mentioned a few minutes ago with service. They want someone. I mean, Jess, you get a call early in the morning.
Yeah.
That's annoying maybe, but when the person at the other end is in distress, they feel like there's somebody there. That's a good thing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So you do new installs too, though? So if someone's building a building, you can okay.
We do.
All right. And I know you guys were just saying hey to Earl that left from the Bills Exchange. So Elevattitt.com, is that correct?
Elevate it.
Elevate it.
Elevate it. So that's not correct. Elevate it.
Yes.
Elevate it.
So it's elevator and Pettitt combined.
Oh, look at that. Oh, there you go. Okay. So 476-5458. All right. So if you have an elevator question in the ups and downs here, 476-5458, elevateit.com.
Very good. Thank you both, and you have a great rest of the day, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Coming up next, we're going to talk with Dave Knapp. He's the Onondaga County legislator and Onondaga County Agricultural Council co-chair, along with being part of Onondaga Grown. So Dave's got a lot to say, and good conversation right here on the local show on 570 WSYR.